Hello there, it's Sarah from Paper Lovely. Thanks for joining me today. Wanted to give you a quick look at the Stamp Market Stamp and Cut. So I'm giving you a look at the two stamp sets as well as the coordinating die. The die itself is called the Stamp and Cut Sentiments. The first one is Valentine's Day edition. It's called Love Notes. And then we have the first one they came out with, which is called Salutations. It has sort of a whole mix of things. So I am working on some Stamp Market cardstock here. This first lighter pink color is Cotton Candy, and then I'll pull in a darker color, which is called Peony. And I am, of course, using my go-to of Simon Says Stamp Intense black ink. So I've gone ahead here and I have lined up all of my sentiments. It's great that they're all in this block. Basically, you just have to make sure the bottom is straight. And then you can go ahead and stamp. This is a new stamp, so it will take me a couple times until it sort of gets that coating off of it. But it eventually gives a really nice crisp black line. Okay, so this second one is the Salutation set, and this is one solid stamp. And I'll be honest, I don't see myself using this a whole lot, simply because I have such a hard time with large block stamps like this. I feel like I have to ink up my stamp and stamp over and over and over again to get a nice solid color. It doesn't matter if I'm using black or a colored ink, I always have trouble with this. So if you guys have any tips or tricks, I would greatly appreciate them. I have actually sped this up 600%. I've left the whole thing in because I didn't want to make it look like I just, plopped it down and it was perfect. This was a bit of a struggle, although it does stamp beautifully. Once I'm able to get the ink to fully transfer, it's readable, it's really beautiful. I love all the sentiments, but I'm kind of finding myself hoping that they may do a reverse of this where I can just stamp the actual words and not the outline around the words. But I do get a nice solid stamp here. I did try this one more time using Versamark ink. I thought it might stamp a little bit better. I thought I'd try something different. It was about the same. So that's why I have two there, just in case you're wondering. So now we're going to grab the actual die, which is the Sentiments die. And I'm just going to add a little bit of mint tape. It's very easy to line up. Really, you just have to line up one of those boxes and all the rest will go right along with it. This is super, super handy. I'm hoping they're going to come out with one of these like for every holiday, lots of different things. It kind of seems like they're planning on doing that. This is a great sort of stash builder kind of set because it's going to work for a lot of different sentiments and sentiment blocks. And there we have it. They're all the perfect size. They have that lovely edge because I used a die cut instead of just my scissors or my trimmer. Really, really like that. And then I'm trying to figure out here which one is the Versamark ink. And it was that top one because it transferred. It wasn't quite dry yet. So I'm going to cut out the one that was the Intense Black ink from Simon Says Stamp. Again, lining that up, adding some mint tape. And I did try to stay away, for the most part, from putting too much tape on top of that ink. I didn't have a problem with it transferring. It was still a nice solid black, but I always worry about that when I've inked a big section like that. And we'll go ahead and pull up the die. And we've again got all our perfectly sized sentiments. So if you get something like on the edge there, and you've used black, you can use one of your markers and just sort of fill in the edges. And it's perfect. You'll never even know that any of that was peeking through. Well, I don't know if you can hear that, but Charlie Cat just came racing through the room. He's got all that energy. I wish I could have some of it. And there we have it. All our sentiments are done, ready to go. Pop right on your projects. I got a couple close-up pictures here for you, just so you can get a good look at these. I will have, of course, as usual, links in the description below if you want to go check them out for yourself.